I'm the chief, and Squirt is this guy around. When the fire alarm bell rings, I take control. With steamers, Fontaine, like Crystal and Brooke.
You the monkey.
Well, our job is to take care, and I always make the play. Well, we're more of a team, sort of. Everyone wants our help. We're only in your dreams. Bonehead, Hoze, fine as kill you, boss. You were squeaky. No,
It's about time we finally cleaned up this attic.
Hey, how cool is this old hockey jersey?
Oh, my.
At number 14, the famous Pucky LaRue.
Not as cool as this.
Have you seen my piece of chewing gum?
What piece of chewing gum?
What piece? Only the piece I've been chewing for the past 5 weeks. I just uncovered a new vein of minty flavor.
Hey, Hozer, you look just like the guy in this magazine.
Hozer.
Slowly I came to. My head felt like the dried remains of last week's omelet, but there was no time to think about that. I knew I had a case to solve.
Hozer, are you all right?
Get off me, you big lunk! Someone has taken this Munchkin's piece of gum. It doesn't make sense, see? Who would want to heist a penny ante piece of merchandise like that? It all adds up to one thing. Somebody wants me bumped. Sodded. Yeah, I'm talking the big KO.
Why is he talking like that?
That sneeze must have jarred the part of his brain responsible for mystery and problem solving. It's a temporary delusion.
Delusion, huh? Yeah, sure. Like the delusion that nearly had you playing lead harp at the big cloud band in the sky. We're being set up, I tell you. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I needed to think. Somebody wanted to put me on ice. But who? Suddenly, she walked in.
Like, I heard you bonked your bean, so I brought you this seriously amazing organic herbal bruise wipe.
No time now, sister. I've got a case to crack.
Fontaine is right. Like, that sneeze has turned you seriously weird. I think I'd better stay totally close by you.
Nix on that action, Duchess. You don't know what kind of guys we're dealing with. These hoods are ruthless. As cold as...
Ice cream?
Yeah, you've got their number. As cold as a double scoop of vanilla served in a frozen metal bowl. Hey, you know, I think you could be onto something. Next stop, Joey's Ice Cream Bar, a cheap hole in the wall on Fig Street. We were looking for a snitch named Frankie the Garden Weaselly.
Oh! Hey!
I asked Frankie for the lowdown on the stolen piece of mouthwad. Where's the gum, Frankie?
I'm telling you, I don't know nothing about no piece of chewing gum.
Is that so? Then how did you know it was chewing gum?
What you said?
I just said gum. For all you knew, it could have been bubble gum.
I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe a little ketchup on your sundae will change your mind.
Hey, come on. You wouldn't.
Try me.
Okay, I'll talk. I drove the car for the guys who did it. There was this plan, see? The big day was April 15th. The day was gonna... Oh, brain freeze.
We wouldn't get any more information from Frankie Weaselly. He'd be out cold for hours and wake up with a terrible ice cream headache. Raspberry Ripple. This is our only clue.
Hey, I know. Let's, rub some paper over it so we can see the last things it wrote.
That's crazy talk, Princess. I don't believe it.
It says,
I found the Bonehead Tower, an old brownstone on the east side of town.
Like, who are you talking to all the time anyway?
Nobody. I didn't want a sweet kid like Crystal wrapped up in a salty caper like this, so I had her wait outside. I scoped the pad. Our birds had flown, but there was still plenty in the nest.
It's some Midland detective. Eliminate him, Crusher.
Crash!
This isn't going to be pretty. Okay, Crusher, just give it up.
Crash!
Things weren't going the way I'd planned.
Crash! Hey!
Ouch.
Wow! What's this?
That's a flower petal, kid.
Oh.
Wow.
And that was like a boot?
A shoe, kid, a shoe. This case was like a broken calculator. It didn't add up. I needed someplace quiet to think, like the museum.
Ah, I see you are admiring our newest exhibit, Food Through History. Here's our most priceless piece, a box of corn dusties, a breakfast favorite of children during the Great Depression.
The curator seemed to know her onions, so I asked her to give the yellow flower the up and down.
The crushed petal of Megaphinia spectabilis, a rare Brazilian orchid.
I owe you one, doll. That information just saved a man's life.
Then again, it could just be a dandelion.
Flowers and crime, two things that normally don't go together, unless your names happen to be Gordy Balboa and Johnny Walnutty.
Orchid? What orchid? We don't got no orchids.
Why not buy some flowers for your mother? Nothing says I love you quite like a dozen pink petunias.
Like, Jack!
Oh, we've been painting the place. Let me wipe that off.
Get your mitts off the lady.
But Hozer, it's like gross and slimy.
It is printer's ink. See? Xanthic yellow. That shade hasn't been sold for 70 years.
That's it. We hightailed it back to the florist shop, then shadowed Balboa and Walnutty. Stay put, Toots. It was just like I figured, except for one thing. Crusher couldn't have been the brains of this operation. It had to be someone with a brain. Of course. It was Professor Bladd, the criminal mastermind.
A gate crasher is talking to himself in the corner. Get him!
This way. And, like, don't hurt that guy. He's a detective. Or at least he, like, thinks he is.
I am a detective, and I just
Come in, open the door.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
See, it was all part of their plan to steal
Okay.
a box of classic cereal. The string had to be topped with
All
sticky
right.
chewing gum to lift off the heavy casing. Then a second piece would be lowered
All
to the
right.
cereal box, which is why they stole Squirt's well-chewed gum.
Yup.
These punks planned to make a substitute box of cereal to replace it with, but the color on the box was one you can't get anymore, xanthic yellow. That's why they needed the flowers, to get the right plant extract to make the color to paint onto the box.
But why replace the box with a replica? Why not just steal it and run?
Because the professor is a perfectionist. He wanted to commit the perfect crime.
Thank you. It's refreshing to see somebody still understands the art of the criminal mastermind.
Okay, but why would anyone, like, even want a box of 70-year-old cereal? Yuck!
They never wanted the cereal. They wanted something else inside the box. The collectible hockey card. A 1931 Pucky LaRue.
That hockey card is worth millions.
Except that this isn't the real Pucky LaRue.
Oh,
On the 15th of April, the criminals came into the museum and stole the corn dusties and the card. Here is the real box. The other one was just a worthless fake.
Brilliant. There's just one thing I don't understand. You said the robbery took place on the 15th of April, but today is only the 14th.
Well, it's time to get a new calendar.
precisely. We haven't stolen anything yet, and you can't arrest us for a crime we haven't committed.
If all this is true,
then the card you just ripped to pieces was the real $1 million Pucky LaRue card.
Okay, I see where this is heading. But you're not sending this pigeon up the river!
Excuse me, sir. Could you come back, please? Who was that detective guy, anyway?
Like, I don't know. I'm totally no stool pigeon.
Oh, well, looks like another one for the Unsolved Mysteries file.
I was on the lam. The cops were after me. The museum was after me. I had to lay low before somebody caught up. Have you seen Hoze since this morning? Heads up. The old attic was the perfect hiding place.
Have you guys seen Hozer?
It's awfully dusty up here. It's messing with my allergies. Oh, where am I? What am I doing in these old clothes? And why is your hand yellow?
Well, like, I guess you could say it's a bit of a mystery.